everyone for taking the time to watch this video. And I am truly honored to receive the Distinguished Impact Award in Education for the Youth.
Joining us now is Anike Sakariyawo, an educator and founder of Seek, which works to increase kids' access to STEM education. Anike, thank you for joining us.
I am Anike Sakariyawo, the founding executive director for Seek Foundation, which stands for Seeking Education Empowers Knowledge, and also Anike Sakariyawo business consulting firm and an author. Oftentimes, I've been asked how or what inspired you to do STEM education or just be in the education sector. I was inspired by my older sister who was autistic and also had mental disability, and so she inspired me to become an educator. And from there, I was thrown into a 6th grade classroom after teaching students with learning disabilities, and I knew I had to be smarter, not smarter than a 5th grader, but this time smarter than a 6th grader. And so during my experiences in education, I noticed the disparities of quality STEM education as I became a science teacher of 10 years. And so that's how Seek Foundation it metamorphed into what it is now. Providing quality access to STEM education that's free. And when we say quality and we say free, sometimes when it's free, it looks free, maybe little gadgets here and there, but my goal is always to make sure that students have access to equipment that replicates what STEM is in the real world, and that can be expensive. And so how do we get around with closing the gap of STEM being expensive and also being provided to kids at a younger age, so when they do decide to go to college, or if they do decide to take up a trade or get a certificate, they'll be exposed to these skills on what it looked like in the practical world. And so from there, it just grew. We started partnering with NFL teams, Blackstone, in addition to in different states. We're in Atlanta, we're in DC. We offer programs virtually where we work with kids in Africa, in India. And so the goal is to make sure that kids have access to quality STEM education that replicates the real world in practice, not just in theory. Our camp, we noticed that when we incorporated 30 minutes of reading, 30 minutes of mathematics, and also range from 3 hours to STEM, that when they go back to school and they come back to us, the grades have improved.
There's so much excitement in this building right now because what Seek does is it actually introduces technology, STEM, all of these things to the kids in our community.
We've been building this robot that moves with coding. We've been learning about ChatGPT.
So what you have to do is that you have to connect the blocks, and then you run the test, and then it shows you how your voice flow works.
And from there, I was able to metamorph into these different avenues of education where people would ask me how to help them to start the business, how to start a nonprofit, how do I grow a nonprofit. And so that's how the business consulting firm started. And from there, I decided to write a book, which is called A Teacher's Laugh, What We Really Want to Say, because we do want to say some things, but we can't. And so I wrote a book that'll bring some joy and fun to teachers. So those are some of the things that I've been doing, but my goal and my legacy is always to use the platform that I have to advance and improve the lives of children and their parents, where the children can learn skills, and we also have children teaching their parents skills. And we provide these services Monday through Friday, after school workshops, Saturday workshops, after school program for kids ages 5 through 18.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel, and this is our hydroponic project. We do this every Friday where we have a free day. It's where we do and grow plants almost every Friday during the weekday on the inside.
And oftentimes, as a person of color, there's stigmatism on where we put our money, what do we do with our money, not receiving funding because of our skin color or whatever stereotypes that's out there. So my vision, my legacy is always to fight against those stereotypes and make sure that our families, our children, and our partners are invested in the same vision that I have for the different companies that I start. So again, I would like to say thank you for having me on this panel. I hope that you enjoy what we're doing. I would love to work with you all and partner to see how we can expand what we're currently doing to offer it to more children, more families, so that they can be a part of what it will look like to close this digital divide, the STEM divide that we have amongst people of color, children of color, minorities, indigenous people, so that they can have those opportunities. Because history has shown when we work together as a community, we're able to make a greater impact. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.